I straightened my gray hair. I do have a short video showing you guys how I got my hair this stretched with the Revair blow dryer, which was great for me to stretch my hair to trim it. However, as you're gonna see here, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. And to be completely honest, my hair feels best when it's coily. When I stretch it out, since it's been gray, it feels the driest. I was trying to attempt to do some styles here. I'm like, maybe I could salvage some more of this style before I make it go coily again. But honestly, I just did not like how my hair felt like straw. This must be what some of you may be talking about when you express your frustrations with gray hair. I was trying to see if maybe I could do a little French twist on the side. Mind you, my hair is tapered, so I think that's another struggle that I have. I have a lot more hair in the middle and the top than I do on the sides and the back. So I will admit this was a very lazy attempt to try and do a style. My mom does beautiful styles like these, and I was like, maybe I can try it. But then I was like, no, I'm too tired. So here comes the Curlsmith Bond Curl Rehab Salve to the rescue. I said I'm going to pre-poo my hair with this protein treatment. It's a vegan protein treatment to be able to get my hair back to coily state. So this the purpose of this video is actually dual. Besides seeing how I'm going to style my hair, you can see that even after using the Revair blow dryer, my hair was able to get back to its coily state. And you know, sometimes many are nervous about stretching their hair or blow drying or straightening their hair because they're afraid that their hair may not revert. So I wind up using the African Pride pre-shampoo as a pre-poo instead of the Curlsmith, only because I had no more Curlsmith left. I would have preferred to use the Curlsmith because it had some protein in it, and I feel like that would have given my hair some strength, help with any protein loss that I had from the straightening. But what I love about the African Pride pre-shampoo treatment is it was very liquid based, and so that was able to bring a lot of moisture to my hair. I really wanted to give it a run for its money. I didn't put any extra water in my hair. I just applied that pre-shampoo onto my gray stretched natural hair, and as you can see, it's starting to revert. Now I was a little nervous because my hair is very coily, so when it didn't get really coily at first, I was a little bit nervous, but then I reminded myself, look, it's gonna take a while. I did not put, like I said, any water in there, so that made some sense why it was taking a while for it to revert back. But I just, you know, you have to have patience with this. And I will say, even though I was able to do a trim while my hair was stretched, you see those scraggly looking ends, right? I will admit, if you can, go to a professional to be able to get a trim, because they can see the back of your hair, and with that vantage point they can see things that you can't necessarily see. My hair is also in a very weird shape, so that also helps to be able, if you have a shorter haircut or a certain kind of haircut like a bob or something like that, that can be helpful. But I honestly was just trying to just trim the most see-through ends that I saw, and that was good enough for me. By the time this was all done and my hair was coily again, I did notice a difference from me being able to trim my hair a little bit. So you saw I was getting happy because I was getting my coils back. I really do love my hair being coily because it's familiar. I know how my hair acts when it's coily, and so when it's straight is when I feel more, not lost, but like, okay, what are we gonna do here? I found that it was harder for it to retain moisture than when it was coily. I would love to know what your experience is. I know there are some of you who love to do your twist outs and you know, stretch styles, and it works better for you than doing a wash and go. Wash and goes for you, you know, you deal with a lot of tangles and knots and things like that. So definitely let me know what your preference is there. But as you can see, as my hair starts to get moisturized, and this is why shrinkage is frustrating sometimes to deal with, but it is a tell of healthy hair, a hair that's moisturized, because it draws up on the water. And so I was able to start to see my coils start to come in. Now you notice you saw the coils more so toward the ends. It took a little bit more time when it comes to the roots of my hair because that Revair really nicely stretched my hair. Okay, so what I decided to do on this wash day, guys, is do a clay wash. I haven't done a clay wash in a long time. I will put a link to a video of me using clay before so that you could get some more information on that. My mistake that I made with this, because I've done clay washes before on dirty hair similar to like a Prepoo, but my mistake was doing that with the Prepoo still in my hair. As you're gonna see, I'm gonna learn the lesson and rinse it out, but it did not react well to whatever was left in my hair, and my hair just felt really hard, and I was like, okay, I'm going to rinse you out. So I rinsed it out and I started applying the clay again to my hair, and I felt a huge difference. So please, if you do a clay wash, you can do it on dirty hair, but I wouldn't suggest to do it on top of a Prepoo. I want you guys to know I also am continuing to learn. This is a trial and error process. I'm so glad I did the clay again because I realized, wow, clay was really good to clarify my hair and, you know, bring those curls out. However, another mistake that I made was I was lazy. Well, let's just be honest. When you have wash day, there's no such thing as not being tired on wash day, but if you can try and like do it at a time where you have some kind of energy so that you could do things right, that will be helpful. That's maybe not a tip you usually hear when it comes to washing your hair, but the reason why I say this is because if you're tired when you're doing your hair and then you're gonna not be as gentle when you're doing detangling. You may not go the extra mile when it comes to, like me, mixing the clay. The clay was a bit too thick, and so what you're gonna see here, I decided to go and put a missing ingredient, which was apple cider vinegar. So I put some apple cider vinegar in the clay wash. Before I had just used distilled water, and that wasn't enough. That apple cider vinegar, it's something about it. It just like breaks the curls down, or breaks any buildup that is on the strand. And like I said, I was so lazy because I had like literally, I think maybe a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar left in the bottle, but it was just enough to do the trick with the leftover clay that I had. And you guys tell me if you see the difference. If you scroll back a little bit to me applying it when it was thicker to me just putting that in a nice bottle, which also helps to distribute it through your hair a lot better, how the detangling was a whole lot easier. So with clay, there's the issue with consistency, the consistency that you like as well as that your hair responds to. And like I said, when I put that apple cider vinegar in there, it was a total game changer. You see my coils are back. So I was really happy with that, and I decided, you know what? It's good to come back to doing my clay washes at least once a month or maybe every other month to be able to give my coils just like a revival, because they were like look so much better after me doing that. If you are experiencing issues with your hair, maybe you might need something to clarify it, because that gives your hair like a nice reset, especially natural hair. So it may not be clay, maybe it's a clarifying shampoo. Either way, you want something to get you back at reset. Now, I tried the TGIN Miracle Repair treatment. It's a protein treatment, and it was an amazing experience. What I love about it is the slip that it gave my hair. Another thing I love about it is that it's white, so it's really great for our gray hair. It doesn't cause any yellowing or, you know, discoloration. So let me know in the comments if you do protein treatments. As you saw in the beginning, I was going to use the Curl Bond Resalve, but because I didn't have enough, I wind up using the Prepoo from African Pride instead. So with the TGIN, which this was my first time trying it, that allowed me the opportunity to do a protein treatment still after I washed my hair. So protein is necessary for our hair. I know there may be some who are protein sensitive or don't like the way their hair feels when they apply protein. I definitely am not a fan of ApHogee or stronger protein treatments, but this TGIN actually reminded me of the Curl Bond Resalve. It had a similar consistency and my hair felt so amazing when I was finished. So this might be something that you can try. As you're going to see later, I'm also going to be styling my hair with some TGIN products. Those actually, as they say, the jury's still out on those, but this protein treatment I will definitely be trying again. Now I have three type of strengthening treatments for my hair that I love. This TGIN protein treatment, the Curl Bond Resalve from Curlsmith, as well as the Olaplex treatment, which is not a protein treatment. It's a bond builder, but it's something to be able to help the integrity of our hair and strands. Depending on how your gray hair pattern is, especially if you have white hair or silver hair, it definitely helps to be able to give it some protein and strength. That's something that can help with curl definition. That's something that can help with less breakage because your hair has more elasticity to it. So I loved, to me, the number one thing when I'm looking for a product is slip. Because my hair is so coily, how easily can it go through my strands? Especially as you can see from my videos, I love to use my fingers to detangle. You might be different. You might find better results using a comb or a brush as well, which that is fine too. These are the results of my hair all washed out of the conditioner, and now it's time for styling. My favorite leave-in conditioner, Kinky Curly Not Today, as well as for my first time I'm trying the TGIN Curl Bomb Moisturizing Styling Gel and the TGIN Rose Water Defining Gel. So here's a side-by-side comparison. They're clear gels. I love that, which is great for our gray natural hair. That's the consistency. And my plan originally with these gels was to layer them, to put the moisturizing gel on first. That's what you're seeing me do here. And then I applied the rose water defining gel on top. However, like I told you guys, a very big thing I look for with ingredients or products for my gray hair is slip. I found that the moisturizing gel did not feel moisturizing. I actually found the rose water defining gel had more slip. So I actually did one side of my hair with one combination and the other side of my hair with another combination. So the combination that I found that worked well for me with my hair was the rose defining gel underneath and the moisturizing gel on top, which makes sense, right? You want the definition first, and then the moisturizing gel can give some hang, similar to what I do when I apply Kinky Curly or any other gel that I know gives really tight coils. I'll apply like the Aunt Jackie's kinks and coils on top so that I can get some kind of hang. So you guys are going to see in a little bit the results of this. But again, this is all to show you the importance of experimenting. You might try something one way and find, yeah, this works. And then you try it another way and you're like, ooh, I like this better. Now, I have already washed my hair since this video, and I found that the longevity is the other thing I look for in products when I am doing a wash and go. How long is this gonna last? Because you can have a really good 1 or 2 day wash and go, but is this gonna give me like 7 days worth of like, I don't have to worry about refreshing my hair or my hair doesn't feel dry? And I have to say, it was not that way. It gave me really good definition on day 1, day 2, but my hair started to feel real dry. So I'm not going to give up on the TGIN. I'm going to try it again. Actually, I did try it again with the Rose Defining Gel as well as the Aunt Jackie's on top. And that's what my hair is in now. And still, it's not what I'm used to when I use the Uncle Funky's and the Curl Boss. So what I love about gel is coating my strands so that my strands still feel like they're quote unquote moisturize, or the hair, it doesn't feel as dry. And so you're going to see the results in a little bit here. And I'm going to also do another video going into more depth about what I look for with the wash and go in certain products. But I am going to try one more time with the Rose Defining Gel and see how it works. But this is where I realized that a product may be good in one area, but slip, definition, but longevity honestly is another big one, because who wants to do their hair over and over again? So let me know your questions in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching as usual, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.